Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Tropico 6, the beta. And the communists have arrived, because they're jolly. And they're restless, apparently. They want me to build another Teamsters office, which is not in itself a bad thing. Having lots of Teamsters is no bad thing. Having my goods move around the office relatively quickly is solid. The only downside is that I'm currently a little bit broke. And hopefully we'll keep that in order. Anyway, I'm going to accept it.
How can I help El Presidente win the war?
What?
The palace replies, vote El Presidente in the next election.
There we go. Yes, so we've got protests ongoing, and largely they are just they're just a bit sad. We need an army. Oh, okay. Our military isn't strong enough. And we could possibly do with a bit of education and potentially a little bit of entertainment. So there we go. Yeah, they're complaining in that way. Well, hold on. Where did the money go? Why did I just lose 10k? Because that was quite expensive. Because that's going to be a problem. I can't be losing that level of money every month, or we're going to be out of business in no time flat. Okay, well, I mean, the expected next trade mission is currently likely to make me 12k, and we've got a medium threat of rebels. Hooray!
The best defense is a good offense, Presidente.
Stop your talking. I'll take 2,000, please. Yeah, keep me alive. All right, we are not making anywhere near enough cash. That's unusual. That got out of hand in a hurry. I'd rather expect it to still be kicking it around for a little while longer. Anyway, the good news is we've got lots of tobacco waiting to be turned into cigars. How are we doing on this trade route? No. Talk to the trade route people, which is over here. We've done 687 so far. That's not much, is it? We have, however, done 1,000 cigars. Beautiful. All right, fine. That's acceptable. But we're not progressing at a speedy rate at the current time. And that's what may sink our battleship. Also, I'm not actually going to be building anything for a little while, so I might have to up the tempo on the game in the hope that we can move forwards somewhat. The Axis have sent me 11 grand.
Political maneuverings are the stuff of legend.
All right.
Excuse me while I take some notes.
Good. All right. Well, I've got unemployment down. That's good. The Axis powers have sent me 11,500 quid to help me out in the short term, which is jolly decent of them. What a thoroughly nice bunch of people they really truly aren't. Anyway, right, what have we got waiting on the docks now? 13 grand's worth of stuff. Okay, well, I've seen worse. Another protest has started. I'm going to have to build a dungeon. There's no two ways about it. A dungeon will need to be constructed. Right, 13 grand from the freighter. Where is it? Yes, toot your horn as much as you like, but show me the ruddy money, would you? Or have I or did that come out in my monthly expenses, which is what I'm suspecting happened, is that I have overstretched in terms of local facilities without necessarily having the means by which to pay for them. I've almost never done that in any game ever, apart from all of them. Yes, we're continuing to rack up the debts here, but you never know. We might be able to turn it around. We're going to need some more tobacco here. Yeah, and oddly enough, another Teamsters office would actually be beneficial at this point. Is the protest is still ongoing? This rabble-rousing priest type. Oh, well, he's going to clean it up. No, he's just going in for his tea. Look. Okay, fine. Be that way. Do you not want to break these guys up? You know, if they come for me, mate, they're going to come for you shortly after. In fact, they'll go through you to get to me. You might want to consider that. No, maybe not. Finally, there we go. Made a bit of cash. Not enough to bring us back into line, but we made some anyway. That's jolly good, jolly good news. There. Right. Okay. Well, let's have a look at the trade situation. See if we're any closer. We haven't sent the Axis any more tobacco, but the Dominican Republic are doing very nicely on the cigar side of things. Although it has to be said, from the looks of it, I'm importing cigars. Yep, does look that way, doesn't it? Let's cancel that trade contract. Yeah, cancel it. We wanted to be exporting cigars. Let's just double check that's what we're doing, because I don't want to be spending any money. No siree. I want to be making it as much as possible. Okay, so export weapons. And yeah, okay, all right. I was buying cigars from Venezuela. That would explain where quite a lot of my money's been going. Still, I like a cigar, and that's fine. Oh, knickers. I could possibly have spotted that a little earlier. No, well, oh, that's life, isn't it? Right, anyway, we're still exporting, tobacco to the Axis, and that will make them a little bit more chipper, one would hope. But at the moment, I haven't actually got anything else I can sign a particular deal for. So we're just going to get market rate on any other supplies we've got that are redundant, but we're already, I mean, we'll actually get out of debt here now that I'm not buying cigars because I'm an idiot. Instead, we should break even. Should. Have to put that in inverted commas, but I'm faintly optimistic, and if we pull that off, then I'll be able to build another plantation of some kind that will hopefully yield a little bit more cash. Hopefully. There's an awful lot of what's going on here.
If I may have your attention, President.
Hello. Have an average health happiness of 13 out of 20. All right, fine. Add it to the shopping list. We'll get on with it when we can. And there we go. Axis have just sent me another 10k. What a bunch of super people who I'm sure mean nothing but the best of health moving forwards. There we go. Gone overdrawn again. But they're clearly on board with the opportunities that my island chain represents. If it weren't for my horrendous financial mismanagement. But that's all good. When the ship comes in here, we should be up. There we are. We are up. Right. Drop the tempo. Let's build some stuff that will make us more money, rather than stuff that is going to cost me money. Right. How much is that? It's going to cost me $2.5 grand in order to figure out how to make oil wells. Alright, yeah, let's do it. And then let's see if we've actually got any oil anywhere. I see it. There's some over there. What do we got up top here? Actually, switch me island view. Okay, so that's the closest one. The only thing is, do I have the ability to make bridges yet? Otherwise, we're going out here with a very long bridge, or we've got Island 2. But again, it depends on the ability to make bridges. So let's check that before we wreck ourselves. Let's go over here, road, and what do you say there, Charlie? Are we good? We are good. That would cost 750 quid. Alright, okay, well, if we can do that, let's do it. I need to make some what's it? I need to make some oil in order to fulfill one of my missions. So I might as well. Alright, bang that on there. Yep, that's good. And then hook it up to some road. A bit like this. Yep, do just a little bit, and then we'll take you over onto the mainland. We'll take you over to the mainland. We won't take you anywhere. Let's build a bridge first, and then we'll figure out how to connect it up. Bridge one time. There you go. That's good. That looks like a bridge. Right, and then go in a straight line. Why don't you? There you go. Yeah. Come in down this way. And then I'd love to run a road right alongside the Palais de Colonel Failure. But we'll run round the back of the Palais de Colonel Failure, and then we'll hook up onto a bit of street there. Beautiful. Right, and then we'll hook that up onto here. Like so, and that will make us some money. I really hope, because we're now down to our last $3,000. I'm going to build another plantation, you know. What about a coconut harvester? I'm not really feeling that. Corn. Corn feeds people. That makes people happy. How much do you need for a... Back it up one. It doesn't back up one now. It backs up many. 1,500. All right, good. Plus it's jobs. That's the kind of thing that makes everybody relaxed and thrilled to be alive. There we go. Stick it right there. Excellent. This is near certain to do us solid favours into the future. And then if I've got the money, actually, I'll spend it while I've got it. How much is the Teamsters office? It's $2,000. Okay, well, no problem. If I can get a Teamsters office up as well, we can satisfy the commies. And that, you know,
Airplanes have revolutionized warfare.
That's no bad thing.
Tropico still has no air force.
No, we don't have an air
Official palace
force.
statement says, learn to fly one, then we will get planes.
Yes, we don't have an air force because we've barely got the proverbial urination pot at the current time. Right, okay. Well, we just completed a raid that gave us 1,000 fish, 550 nickel, and 1,800 tobacco. I tell you what, these pirates are brilliant. All right, lads, what are you up to now? I mean, I don't want to interfere. What are we working on? Corn, coffee, gold. Okay. All right. Good. Splendid. Go get me some treasure after that, if you'd be so kind. How long have we got until the next trade mission arrives? 1 month, and we've got $10,000 in there at present. It could be better, but it's enough to put me over the top again, and I'll continue working on getting people housed. I think we'll get the Teamsters up, and we'll start housing ourselves. There we go. Good. Right. Slow it down. The oil well's going. Look. You absolute stud muffins. Right. Fracking posts increases efficiency and pollution. Oh, I'd be well up for that, but I need the money. So at the moment, I need a Teamsters office, which we will stick. Let's rotate that round and stick it here, because that will get us good access to other areas in the island. And I also want to stick up some more housing. Now, I've got all these exclamation marks, which I'm sure are doing your head in, but we're not quite ready for that yet. Before we start investigating exclamation marks, we've got some fundamentals to deal with. Now, sticking everybody into bunkhouses rather than the sheds that they're occupying should make them feel a little bit better about existing. And I'll tell you what else will work is if we put up we'll give them a tavern, because I've had enough of them complaining outside my gaff. There we go. Now that's a lot of jobs queued up. Let's have a look. What we got going on in research? We've got no income, but we do have 1,100 points of research that we've done already. That's nice. Increase the cost of building by 20%, but 10% of that goes in the Swiss bank account. Can't afford it yet. Okay, well, that's that done then. Literacy program, no. You gain 10% for every rich or filthy rich adult. Decreases capitalists, increases communists. I can't afford that either, though. I don't even know what I'm looking at these things for. What do we got going on down here? Circus. No, yeah. Library work modes. I don't think that one's necessarily done yet. Church fee. Charge people for going to church. Ooh, that's a bit risky. Triggers one demand from each of three factions with the lowest standing values. Edict has it. I don't know what that means. No, I'm not going to mess with any of that at the moment. Save up a bit more points, and I'll get to work on one that does make sense. We are still not exporting any tobacco to the Axis. We're obviously using it all now to turn into cigars. Right, what else we got export-wise? Pineapples. I do pineapples. We can sell them to the Allies at 5% over normal. I'd rather eat them. And then, what else? Tobacco. We haven't got spare tobacco. What would be nice is if someone wants cigars, which they don't. That's a bit of a downer. However, we do have oil coming up, and that should make us at least some cash. The other thing that will help happiness is by building some kind of medical doctor-y kind of a deal. Yeah, I've got that. I don't want to unlock another slot. What's going on here?
I came to see you as soon as I found these were available, Presidente. What do you think?
I think that's all lovely, but I haven't made any Swiss bank account money yet. I'm too busy trying to keep my island from sinking into the quagmire morass of ignominy.
From the palace declares that we are definitely winning the war. Keep listening to find out which side we are currently on.
That's hilarious. So yes, we are winning the war allegedly, despite not knowing that we're in a war. I'll cease giggling shortly.
For our comrades.
Hey!
We even had cake to celebrate.
I'll take 5 communists standing. I know I should take the money, but I'm going to take the communist. Oh look, bless the Axis. They've sent me another 11k. I'll tell you, if there was one surefire way to guarantee my loyalty, it's just keep sending money. Right, okay, now then, what should we do next? I think another tobacco farm is in order, because we're making good money out of both tobacco and out of cigars as well. And the fertility of this land isn't brilliant. How much of that can we get in there? This isn't going to be the most productive tobacco farm that we've got. Where else have we got some space? We could go all the way up here. It feels like a bit of a hike. Anywhere else? Alright, we can go next to the Teamsters office. No, that's even worse. That's no good. This is good though, this bit right here. It's a little remote maybe, but it will certainly assist in getting the job done. There we go. I've committed to it. It is a little far out. I'm not going to disagree with you there. But it also gives me a reason to put a coastal road in. Let's coastal road like that, and then like that. Bring you around to here. There you go. All right, smashing. Good. That's now working, sort of, possibly. We've still got a good queue of things being built, which is good. It's only if we run out of things being built and we've run out of money that everything is dramatically not great. Okay, let's have a look and see what else we've got going on here that could be jolly good fun. Right. Well, more raw resources is always good for a giggle. How much is a coconut harvester? Harvest coconuts from nearby palms, because I suspect this isn't going to use a massive amount of space. We could plonk it in here. Now, I am currently building my my civilization with precious little consideration for future expansion. Yeah, you know what? We'll have one of those. And then, because I've still got some money, and it's burning a hole in my bank account, what else have we got? anything here. Shipyard processes planks to produce boats. Ooh. Let's not get carried away. A lumber mill processes logs to produce planks. Well, I suspect that planks sell for a little bit more than the unrefined lumber that we're currently making, but I'm going to leave that alone for the moment. Good quality residential builder for 12. Yeah, you can hang on that front. I'm not quite ready for that yet. Luxury entertainment, media and education. I'd like to unlock the high school, but so far kidnapping people has worked out like a charm. That's what we should do. We should get towards getting a clinic. There you go. Yeah, we'll have the blueprint for the clinic, and we'll get this set up, because this should also build towards having fewer people up in my grill complaining constantly. And we'll bulldoze a shack while we're at it. So that's thinking. That is. That's getting it planned, getting it thought through. We got 91% approval. I don't know what these people are protesting, but whatever it is, it's unjustifiable. Because I'm doing a splendid job. Everybody says so, and that's really all there is to say about that. And we made some cash. Right, now we're in position to actually start funneling some cash into our Swiss bank account. Give me a building that will facilitate doing that. Government and finance, a dungeon. Tell me more. I am into it. I'm feeling a dungeon as a potentially useful idea. Public services, a grocery, yeah. Church, chapel would be good. Fire station. Yeah, that might also come in handy. I'll wait until after we need one. Right, we could get the school up. Oh, and a radio station. Increases liberty. Broadcast propaganda. We haven't got any electricity yet. Valid point. Very valid. No, we'll go with the high school. Because an educated citizen is a harder working citizen. If they weren't aware of this policy previously, they soon will be. We'll plonk it in behind the palace, and that should get things rolling quite nicely. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this time. I've been Colonel Failure. You are welcome to revisit the island of Colonel Failure's paradisical Tropican marvellousness anytime you like. Rebel threat decreased to low. Getting it done. And the rebel threat's back up again. Good. I'll catch up with you again with a little more of this soon.
Cars have arrived in Tropico. Current
What?
flight times are less than a second.
Yes.
But our scientists are working hard
That's-
on improving that.
This is all good, bro, but I'm in the process of kind of, doing my outro. I'll be back very soon with a little more of the same. I invite you to join in then, where things will be delightful, I'm sure. Fling a like at this one if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on the next enthralling installation. And I'll catch up with you soon. Cheerio! Well done. You made it through to the end of this episode. I wasn't always certain that you would, but you did. You made it. Good job. Well executed, well thought through. You followed the plans to precision. And they were precision plans, and you followed them. That makes you pretty important as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, I'm going to need you on future missions. So why don't you make sure you're available for those by clicking the subscribe button. Subscribe button's useful. You should click it. I'm pretty much insistent that you should, because otherwise you might miss out on future missions, and then where will we be? Civilization as we know it may collapse. The wrongdoers may get the upper hand, and you won't be subscribed.